Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the next episode of The Haunting Hour Season 2. The last episode that we watched was Stage Fright, which revolved around the stage play around Hansel and Gretel, and there was someone behind the scenes taking people out, and then it turned out it was the witch from Hansel and Gretel, but not the witch person playing it in the play, but it was the real witch who'd come back because they weren't telling the story right. It was a very unusual episode because most of it was on stage showing the musical, but then things were going wrong and they were trying to play it off right, and then the witch twist happened. It was a lot. It was a lot. It was fun. Not my favourite episode of the season, I don't think, because I felt like the witch twist was a bit disappointing when we found out kind of the truth about what was going on. But overall, a fun episode, and I was really impressed by the effort that went into it in terms of the stage production, the musical songs that they made, and all that kind of stuff was really impressive. This episode is episode 16, and it's called Night of the Mummy. Now, one of the things that you might know if you watch my You Afraid of the Dark reactions is I quite enjoy mummy episodes of shows and mummy movies, even though a lot of them do hit a lot of the same notes, whether it's taking place in somewhere like Egypt or if it's in a museum. For example, the museum ones, it's normally like, we're in a museum, mummy comes to life, and we stop it. And like, it's quite a common thing, but I just quite enjoy them. I think they're quite fun, and I just like the storyline. And I think because I'm quite interested in Egyptian mythology, not that I know a ton about it, but I enjoy watching things about it. I like when I hear about different Egyptian gods and things that include that kind of theme and those kind of figures from history. I like watching it. I find it very fascinating. So maybe it's about, well, because it's called Night of the Mummy, maybe it's a play on like Night of the Museum. Maybe someone is stuck in a museum and the mummy comes to life, something like that. I guess we'll have to jump into the episode to find out. But what I do hope is that the mummy itself is quite creepy. That's what I hope anyway. If you enjoyed the video, please let me know down below in the comments what you thought of the reaction, and subscribe to my channel if you're not already. And there's a Patreon link in the description box if you want to help support the channel and watch a couple episodes in advance ahead of YouTube. Let's jump into The Haunting Hour Season 2, Episode 16. 2 episodes before the finale, Night of the Mummy. Wow. This says a truck driver who seems tired. Tired because he's drinking his coffee. Who is this person?
Check your cargo.
My cargo? Nothing wrong with my cargo. What's this all about?
Check your cargo.
Check your cargo.
It's got a lot of fragile boxes and something looks like it's open. Is that the mummy? Oh. I wouldn't. Ooh, it's gonna be alive. Oh god. It's a really creepy effect. Turn into sand.
Soon, my prince. Soon.
Soon, my prince. Soon.
Today will be better. New schools are hard.
New school.
Schools are hard. I have a feeling that very soon you're going to find someone who really gets you. I just know it.
Okay, Mom.
I have to work late. The museum got a new installation. You'll see
He's
it this
struggling at a
afternoon.
new school.
What is it?
I'm going to let that be a surprise.
It's a mummy!
Surprise?
It's a
For my
mummy.
birthday?
Well, it's not your birthday until tomorrow, Seth. At 9:12 p.m. to be exact. That's when you were born.
9:12, 9:13.
She's
2 in the
creepy.
morning. What's the difference?
It makes a great deal of difference.
Sometimes you're so weird.
Yeah, I don't trust this mother character.
Because, and you are not going to believe this, you still my beating heart, the mummy exhibit is here.
Ooh.
Well, it's at the Pineville Museum, and we are getting a special sneak preview. We weren't even on the original itinerary, but I guess after they saw my credentials as the acting president of the Egyptology Fan Club and Museum Volunteer of the Month, they've decided...
I'd love to go to a mummy exhibit, although it would be a bit
Don't need to
freaky.
thank me.
Oh, don't
Seeing
worry.
dead bodies.
You won't.
What was that? Sorry?
The young pharaoh. He was just a boy killed by assassins on his 12th birthday.
You need a
Young
twin
pharaoh
brother
killed by
escape was never
assassins.
found.
Oh, you certainly know your ancient Egypt. The boy pharaoh was the same age as all of you. Imagine ruling an empire and having all these adults trying to kill you.
Welcome, everyone.
Oh, the exhibit looks
I don't
fabulous.
trust
Thanks for
you,
having us
woman.
My pleasure.
She's trying to bring it back or something like
Upstairs
that.
to the exhibition hall. You'll
After you die, they yank your brain out through your nostrils. Priests wore jackal heads when preparing the dead bodies.
How do you know all of this? He probably reads a lot.
His mum told him because she's
He
like
has no friends.
trying to replace the prince with him or something like that. That's what I think. Like trying to put the prince in a new body because it was a weird thing about his age at the beginning. That's cool. Oh, not you.
Appreciate the beauty of these items.
Oh
Not
no,
many
go
Europeans
away.
do. They are obsessed only with the pharaoh's flesh.
Oh, they are obsessed.
The mummy.
I am Mr. Nabibi.
Mr. Nabibi,
Hi. Seth.
I don't trust you.
It is such a pleasure to meet you, Seth.
It's the mummy.
Seth, do you know why this
Ooh.
amulet was very precious? to
Amulet.
the pharaoh?
He believed it would help his friends find him after death,
Uh-oh.
so he wouldn't be lonely.
So
You know
this
about
guy
this.
and the woman, his friend.
Egypt's kind of a hobby of mine.
I love all this kind of stuff.
He was found alone, separated from his loved ones.
I am in need of a student worker here.
Don't
Do
do
you
it.
think you could be of assistance to me? It would be very important work we would be doing.
Don't do it.
Work that will change history.
Really?
What is it,
Oh.
young lady?
The mummy!
Oh, that was weird. I didn't like that.
Patience, my pharaoh. Patience.
So it's going to be either similar to that Buffy episode where the mummy's got to like kill
I don't think we
people
should help out the guy at the museum.
to become better
mean the
and
curator?
back to human
Yeah,
again.
something weird's going on. What? Tell me.
I don't know. Only, I guess.
You don't have to be lonely. I mean,
She's trying to be your friend.
It's alright.
Don't be lonely like the prince. Oh. Ah! Hello? What? No, sir, no. Don't sneak into children's bedrooms, thank you. Oh, never mind. I thought he was literally lighting the candle next to him. It's a cool amulet. Amulet. Duh. What's happening? Where's the body gone? Oh god, don't creep me out. Okay, it was possibly just a dream. So it did happen. Whoa.
Oh, the mummy! I saw it! It's okay, it's okay. Everything's okay. Nothing's okay. Where did this come from?
It did
You don't
happen.
remember? The curator gave it to you. You admired the one at the museum, and he gave you this replica.
What's
as-
around your neck, woman? Lady.
No, he didn't.
Seth, really? You
Don't
don't
know.
remember?
I don't trust her.
Honest, I don't.
I mean, if you're going to be suspicious or like you're up to no good, at least try and cover it up a bit better.
Made from a knife shaped of razor-sharp obsidian stone. The handle or hilt would be bejeweled with local gems. From that cut, the priest would remove the organs and place them into canoptic jars. They can call them.
like Tupperware.
You will live forever, a beloved ruler. And you will never, ever be alone.
Okay.
Seth.
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 It definitely feels like maybe the prince is going to take over his body and relive his life as a.
After you left, Mr. Schmidt handed out these exhibit cards. The high priest. Who does he look like? From the museum. Call me crazy, but I think this guy in the picture is Mr. Nabibi.
And I think
But that's
she's
impossible.
the mother.
The
I
high
think.
priest lived over 3,000 years ago. Mom? Mom? Oh, there you are.
It is time.
Oh. Oh dear.
Seth! Seth! Seth, what's wrong with him? Seth! Seth!
I appreciate that these two people are potentially like 3,000 years old. God, they're not subtle. Ooh, nice outfits.
Nazara Sabat.
Mom? What's happening?
She is not your mother,
Ah.
Seti. She never was.
Love the mask.
Seti.
My name is Seth.
Your name is Seti.
Seti.
With me as your guardian. You were sent into the future to be reborn as a modern boy.
Oh.
Because you could not be protected against the assassins. Have you never felt
So he's the same
that
person.
your life was incomplete? That you yearned to be reunited with someone?
Yes.
Okay.
That someone awaits.
And when they both kind of bloop, he'll become himself again.
My brother.
Oh.
Brother, I've chased you across time.
Seth!
No! Phoebe!
So he's
you're
the
ruining
brother of the
What are
mummy.
they doing to you?
It has been done. Let the transition to the afterlife begin.
No!
Yes! To spend eternity with my brother is my true destiny.
He believed that very quickly and came on board with it very quickly.
The twin pharaohs were born.
Oh, so the
Two
twins.
bodies, sharing one soul.
Two bodies, one soul. Oh. Oh, now he's in his little pharaoh get up. What's that man? Oh no. Oh, she's just gonna lie there. I generally thought she was gonna save the day, but. Oh no, there's two. Because they were reunited.
Seth?
She's got the finger. Ooh, spooky. What's that mean? Bah! Creepy. Is she now part of it? Is she like a protector or something of them? Okay guys, that was my reaction to The Haunting Hour Season 2, Episode 16, Night of the Mummy. And that was an interesting one. Like I said at the start of the episode, I really enjoy mummy stories and things about Egyptian mythology and museums and things that either take place in, like with the Goosebumps episodes about the mummies, they were in Egypt and they're in the pyramids, and that was all really cool, whereas this one is in a museum, a lot of it anyway. And so I like that. I really enjoyed the scenes where they're in the museum and just looking at the different artifacts, the pieces of walls with hieroglyphics on, the amulets, or armulets, that guy said, the little figurines of sarcophagi, you know, the figurines and the jewels, and just all those things that are in the different parts of the museum. I really enjoyed. So the basic story of the episode is, there's a boy who's feeling very lonely and kind of distance from the other people in his class, has a really creepy mom who's obviously up to no good from the very start, and even he says it, which is kind of funny that she's not even being subtle, and he said like, sometimes you're so weird. But then he makes a friend at school, sort of, she's kind of a friend, but they're not particularly close, and they go on a school trip to the museum where the mum works at, where their new mummy has arrived, the pharaoh, who was killed by assassins when he was about 12, same age as the boy, funnily enough. And yeah, but I never guessed the twist, because what I presumed was going to happen was going to be a similar kind of story to some of the things I've watched, where it was obvious that the guy from the beginning of the episode where he stopped the truck and the mum were working for the mummy, or like his guardians, his protectors, whatever you want to call them, his servants, and were trying to do something to help him come back to life in a form. So what I thought was going to happen was they were either going to what I thought maybe the episode was going to be about, when they killed the guy in the truck at the beginning, when they put the mummy put their hands on him and he turned to sand, I thought it was going to start killing quite a lot of people to get whatever it wants to come back to life. Maybe like I mentioned in the Buffy episode, where there's a mummy who comes back to life, but just to actually become more human, she has to kill people. In that one, she kisses them, like sucks their life out, and slowly starts becoming from decomposed and more like composed, I suppose. So I thought maybe that was going to happen, that it was going to kill various people and become more and more human again. Or, as we start to follow through the episode, I presumed, because there was obviously a clear relationship between the mummy and Seth, that potentially the mummy was going to take over Seth's body and become a 12-year-old boy again and live his life in the modern world, and something creepy like that. Or Seth was going to switch places with the mummy somehow, because he mentioned about, do you want to live forever? And he's like, yeah. Obviously, both of those were wrong, and what it turned out to be right at the end was Seth was the twin brother of the mummy. Let's see if I get this correct. Seth was the twin brother of the mummy. The mummy died from assassins, but to protect Seth or Seti, the woman sent him forward into the future to be reborn as a boy, like 3,000 years later. So he's now the twin brother. The mummy's alive again. Has the mummy always been alive? It was unclear why the mummy came to life. Like, if the mummy's in the coffin and it was alive, was it always alive? Anyway, so they're in the modern time to find Seti, turn him back to the past now that he's been, or back to the afterlife, sorry, not the past, and be reunited with his brother and be in the afterlife together. Now, it's kind of cool that there was two mummies now in the coffin or sarcophagus rather than the one. Although if they didn't send him back to the past, he died kind of current days. Why is there two? But I'm guessing maybe in a way they sent him back and he died at the same time. But then they were protecting him from the assassins, so why would he die then? I'm just talking like a lot of different things that are going on in my head. But so there's the two mummies in the coffin, and then the girl saw the picture on the wall of them giving the amulet to someone, which she had around her neck. So is she like the new servant? But if they're now both dead in the afterlife, do they need a new servant? It doesn't fully make sense to me. When I finished the episode, I read the Wikipedia, the fan wiki description of it, and to me, I liked it, I enjoyed it, but a little bit I don't think fully made sense. I don't fully understand why the girls now got the amulet, if they've got what they wanted, or achieved what they wanted, which was to both be in the afterlife together, and they already had guardians, which was the woman and the man. Why has the girl got the amulet on now? And if he just was reborn as a new person and then joined his brother in the afterlife that way, I don't know. It's just a little bit confusing to me, but I think as a kid show, you're not meant to think too much about it, you know? I think as an adult, I think too much into these things, which sometimes when I edit it back, I find funny. Sometimes it annoys me. It's like, just switch off and enjoy it for what it is. But it was cool. What I wish would have happened to maybe make the episode a bit more exciting was, like I said before, the mummy goes around and kills more people with a sand effect thing, because that was quite creepy and quite cool. And maybe it spends more time in the museum, and there's a bit of a chase scene. They have to chase him and find him, and he hides in Egyptian things. And the ending can happen. It can be the same thing where we find out he's the mummy's twin. But the episode was quite slow. But it was clear that the mother was up to no good from the very start. She was very creepy, but overall, good episode. Let me know down below what you thought of Night of the Mummy in the comments down below. Did you enjoy it? Did you not enjoy it? Blah, blah. English, Scott. Put your seat back in. Did you enjoy it? Did you not enjoy it? Let me know down below. As always, my name is Scott. I hope you guys are well, taking care of yourself, staying safe. Enjoy the video. Please let me know down below. Subscribe to my channel if you're not already. And there's a Patreon link down below if you want to help support the channel. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. I'll see you all very soon for the second to last episode of season 2. We're almost done, and we're almost reunited with Lily D. Thanks for watching. Stay safe.